Hello, my name is Byron Cradoff, and I'm a City Planning Commissioner running for 2nd District City Council here in Blue Springs, Missouri. And I'm talking to a resident here by the name of Darian. And we've been talking about issues that are occurring here on Walnut Street as far as safety is concerned. We've had a fatality recently last year where we think it probably could have been prevented had we had the right safety measures in place. It actually happened in Darian's backyard, and he's got some concern over the matter, so we're here to discuss it today.
Yes, sir. My name is Darian Clark, and I do own my house on 26 and Walnut, right on the corner, right there. So in my backyard, my property line stops at this creek, which it's a barrier right there, like a guardrail. And so from west. It was basically it's a cemetery on the side of the street. My neighbor's is a cemetery. Basically, it was a motorcyclist that went and he was speeding. It was at night and he drove and just basically hit the guardrail, shattered his skull, and then proceeded to go off into my backyard with his motorcycle. And you know he died in my backyard. It was very tragic. The police was behind my house for several hours. I think it was at least 10 hours. I didn't know what happened until, you know, the next day, which my neighbors told me. But I know it could have been prevented if he would have been able to see. Basically, it's a lot of trees and stuff back there, and it's a freshwater creek behind my house, behind this guardrail, which he could have seen if he would have had a sign, if he would have had a fence. Recently, I put up a fence, a privacy fence. I didn't have enough money to keep going back, so. You know, I think that if I would have had a fence or something to display to let people know that the street ends right there, then it probably wouldn't have been this casualty. And I heard of another casualty in the past that happened. I think it was before I moved there. But sidewalks would be nice. It's a lot of road rage that's going on around there, and there's no sidewalks. It's a 2-lane road. I have children. I have 3 kids of my own. They go to Paul Kinder, Thomas Oltekin, and the Freshman Center. And since I live there, it has been a lot of road rage issues. A lot of, you know, for one example is I know of some elderly lady. She stays down the street. She literally drives her wheelchair. It's an electric wheelchair. She takes his wheelchair and she goes to the store. Well, many occasions it's horns honking, people being very rude to this woman. And you know, sometimes I go out there, hey, you know, just to diffuse the situation, because I don't like to see stuff like that. Again, I'm a proud father, and I stay out here. I own my property, and I don't like to see all this riffraff that's going on. And again, with the safety, it is imperative that we need to get something in place to keep people safe, man. I mean. You know, it's a sad deal to see this man. I met his children and I met his wife and everything. They came to my house to visit. I let them go in my backyard to pay their respects, you know, and hand out flowers and stuff like that. You know, I didn't have a problem with it. Now, as we was doing this, again, road rage, horns honking, stuff like that. So it's really not that much room for people to even walk through there. They have to walk through my yard to even get.
Okay, Byron.
Darian, I am so sorry to hear that story. There probably should have been measures in place to prevent that from happening.
Yes, sir.
If I get in office, that's going to be one of the first issues I'll talk about, is safety along Walnut Street, so we can prevent that from ever happening again.
Yeah.
I'm sure that must have been tough on your family and the other family as well that lost a loved one.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about that and get the rest of the community involved in talking about it. So maybe we can get some things done around here in terms of bringing better safety into the area, getting our streets repaired and our sidewalks. So thank you for sharing your story with us, and we hopefully we can talk some more about it. Next time we'll have some preventative measures in place for you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.